what does a priesthood have anything to do with it? I'm Amy from the Lakes, and today we're taking a look at 1 Peter chapter 2. And this is an awesome chapter in the Bible, and I just recommend that you read the whole thing. Today we're going to be looking at verse 9. You have probably heard this passage before. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people belonging to God, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness and into his wonderful light. We could spend a long time looking at this verse because it has so many awesome things in it. But I just want to point out a couple things. One is that we are obviously really special to God. And Peter goes a long ways to make this known. We're chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people belonging to God. I mean, some of us need to hear this today. You are loved. You are chosen. You are special. You are God's beloved. You are so precious to him. And he loves you. You belong in his family. You have a place at the table. You are part of God's chosen people. Isn't that amazing? He thinks so highly of you, and he is pleased with you. The other thing that I want to look at today is that you are a priesthood if you belong to Jesus. And what does a priesthood have anything to do with it? Well, if you had been reading this passage soon after Peter wrote it, you would have immediately known what it means to be part of a priesthood. The priests, so not only were the Israelites the chosen people, right? They were in covenant with God and different from the people around them. But then there were the priests who were a separate part of even within the Israelites. They had special responsibilities and special duties. And they were sort of an elite group who carried out some of the responsibilities that God had for them. So some of the things that they would do, they were to reflect God's holiness, to offer sacrifices. They were to intercede on behalf of others before God. And then they also represented God before others. What I think that this verse is trying to point out is that not only are we loved and special to God, but we have responsibility in his kingdom. We have holy duties, so to speak. So some of us need to hear today that we are beloved, that we're precious to God, that we have been called out. And some of us need to hear today that we have responsibilities in the kingdom of God. God has work for us to do. He has a purpose for our lives. And together, as believers, we get to walk in both that love that he has for us and the responsibility that he has for us. We could talk about it all day, what that looks like, but I'm out of time here. So, which one of those things did you need to hear today? Did you need to hear that God just really has a place for you, that you belong in his kingdom? Or was it perhaps that you needed to hear that God still got work for you to do in his kingdom? Let me know in the comment box below. That's all for today. Signing off from the Lakes.